Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something very different from what I usually do. I'm going to be doing a future type series where I talk about, oh, not Pennsylvania, the future of politics for, like, the future elections. What can we expect? Going into the future. I'm only going to be, this is only going to be for, I'm only going to be doing, sorry, I can't speak today. I'm going to be doing a 5-part series, going all the way up to year 2100, just talking about, what I think the future elections will look like, depending on specific candidates. I'm only going to be doing matchup for candidates for... I'm only going to actually choose the candidates for 2024 and 2048. Or 2028. And for 2024, I choose Biden versus Trump. And for 2028, I'll get to that when I get there. For 2024, you've seen my election prediction. I'm just going to fill this out fast. And also for the music. For the music, I have, I'll put the link in the description. So yeah. So this is my 2024 prediction for Biden versus Trump. I think that I talked about this match already for in a different video, so I'm not really going to do a whole lot of explaining. So, yeah. On to the next matchup. For 2028, I'm going to have it as Sherrod Brown versus Nikki Haley. It's kind of a weird matchup to think about, but I think that could be a matchup. Sherrod Brown probably could be a nominee. Nikki Haley a little less likely, but let's do it anyway. So I'm going to give Ohio to him tilt, reduce the margin on Iowa. I'm going to make Wisconsin lean, Michigan likely, keep Pennsylvania as is, make New Hampshire lean. Florida goes back to lean Republican. Nope. North Carolina stays tilt D. Nevada goes back to lean. Texas flips blue. Nebraska at large safe. Maine second, I think narrowly goes blue. Utah becomes likely, Missouri goes back to safe, and Indiana goes back to safe. Actually, yeah, no, I'm not changing anything. No, Sherrod Brown would win in Texas by a lean margin. Texas is shifting to, they're trending to the left way too fast for a Republican to really catch up. Alright, now let's look at 2032. This is completely no matchup involved. Iowa goes back to likely. Ohio, likely LA. Wisconsin, lean Republican. Pennsylvania, tilt Republican. Michigan, tilt Democrat. Oh, I forgot to mention 2028, Virginia safety. And I will also be including census years in this, so for 2030, I'm actually going to change some electoral vote counts to accurately represent what I think the electoral votes would be on each state. So for oh, wait, this is 2032, so, actually, no, Michigan tilt Republican, Pennsylvania lean, Minnesota stays likely B, Maine second goes back to likely R, Florida stays lean Republican, Texas barely stays lean Democrat. And I'm just going to say, by the end of all this, it's going to get crazy. Nebraska's second safety by then. It's turning to the left way too fast. 2032, South Carolina goes lean. Alaska also goes lean. North Carolina lean-y. And I think that's it. But now let's do some electoral vote counts for 2032 and 2036 and 2040 electoral maps. So first off, I'm going to reduce one from New Jersey. I hate how it takes away partisanship every time. I'm going to reduce one from Pennsylvania. Now let's give some. Georgia +1. And this one might surprise you, but Tennessee +1. Now for another reduction. Coming out of Michigan. Going up in Utah. -1 in -1 in Minnesota for sure. No, +1. I'm gonna say +1 in Arizona. And -1 in Alabama. -1 in Ohio. -1 in Illinois. That in exchange for +3 in Texas. And I'm gonna say that's it. No, I gotta figure out how to give Florida +1 without, California, I guess, -1 and Florida +1. Florida might end up gaining 2 or something in exchange for somewhere else minus even more electoral votes. Oh, New York. New York, probably -1, and then Florida another one. Alright, let's refill the map. Oh, okay, Illinois should have been likely to use in 2032, my bad. Alright, 2036. New Mexico goes safe. Michigan becomes lean. Minnesota becomes lean. I'm gonna have Louisiana go down to likely. Just barely. Nebraska at large go back down to likely. Georgia become likely. Nevada likely, and I'll explain at the end why I think this. I'm gonna put Delaware down to likely, and New Jersey down to likely. And then now for Republican changes, I'm gonna make Kansas lean. I've already done a couple Republican changes, and I just said that now. Iowa safe. I think that's it. Alright, now for 2040. Here's the big one. Texas likely. Arizona likely. North Carolina likely. Wisconsin likely are. I think Connecticut will be likely D. And, let's see. What else am I gonna change? South Carolina probably be tilt. And this gives Dems the victory. Again. So, here's my thoughts on some of the West Coast states. California, I think, will shift to the right some more. I don't think it's going to get any bluer. I do think it will lose electoral votes a lot slower than other people think, though. I think it'll be around 15-20 points by 2040. Illinois, oh wait, that's not West. But yeah, let's get to Illinois in that case. Illinois, I think, will be on the lower end of likely 5 to 8 points. Georgia, I think, will be 7-10 points, somewhere around there. Texas, again, 7 to 10 points. There were a couple states I was also close to moving down from safe to likely for either party. Let's talk about Nevada a little bit. I think it will continue to get bluer, even though the Hispanics are quote-unquote trending Republican, as many other political analysts say. I'm actually going to make a video on this, explaining my thoughts on this trend. So yeah, for Nebraska, I just think that the second district where Omaha is, and by the way, these districts, this is just assuming the districts don't change. Of course they're going to redistricting, but assuming they didn't change, I do think that this will be the areas of the districts. I think that oh, I forgot to mention Maine's second probably would be safe R by now, and Maine at large would be windy. Nebraska's second district would just be too blue for Nebraska at large to stay safe, especially with the first district kind of being a bit bluer than the at-large vote. And then, let's look here. Some other states, just because Nevada goes likely, I don't think Florida will just yet. I'm gonna need to explain my thoughts on the Hispanic trend in a separate video because it's gonna take a long time to explain, obviously. So yeah, this is my matchup for. This is the first 5 elections, I'll say. And we might as well do the 2040 census now. I'm gonna increase Virginia by 1. decrease West Virginia by 1. So Virginia's in total will have 17 still. Oh, now West Virginia can no longer lose electoral votes. South Carolina I'm going to bump up to 10. And Indiana I'm going to take 1. Georgia, 18. Illinois, 17. And this actually means that Georgia has now surpassed Illinois and Pennsylvania in population. Let's move Ohio down again. Wisconsin down. Texas goes up 3. Nevada goes up 1, and I think take another one off. No, Rhode Island. Washington up to 13, and in exchange, take away 1 from. I'm gonna say. This one's hard. I'm not really sure where to take it away from. I guess Iowa, maybe. No, Michigan. New York, actually. New York. So, let's just test and make sure this is still 538. I don't want to be screwing up. Yeah, that's 538. Alright, thank you all for watching. Part 2 is coming out tomorrow. So, thank you guys for watching so much. I'm going to put the link to the music in the description. It's actually a bit more than music. I can explain it in a separate video if you guys really want me to. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.